That is what we're spending that going to dinner. Oh, God, that's I think this is just hot, wasn't it?
Hello everybody. I'll introduce you to the man who brought us all here today. The big 50-year-old. The tall, balding, gawky man just right here.
You're in all.
Tone, Big T, or what he describes himself as Tony Gomack. Yeah, well, 50 something, but you'd have to say his footy days are over. Or some of you might say they've never begun. I'll let him tell you about it. He can exaggerate as much as he wants. Yeah, well, the shower song is, the song he sings in the shower is I'm the ace cat of the Ventura.
Better than American Pie, mate.
Please don't ask me what that means, but and it calls some people Drongo from the Congo.
Who precisely is that?
Wanker from Badanka. Wally from Badoli. And this is a rare one, but you sometimes get Dickhead from the Kickhead. I'm sure you don't know where they are on the world map, neither do I, so
We're just wondering which guests they are.
Which side?
No, he's a top guy, great dad, and I'll let him give you a few words.
Normally it's normally at these sort of functions somebody like Stan or Harry or Chris get up and say tertiary bullshit about me. We're not going to do it that way this time. Jack's made the speech, and I'm just going to share a few reflections of mine about the people that are here. Because as you know, the theme of being Tony Hines means that as soon as you walk through that portal at the front door, you're in my mind. And that's a fairly frightening place to be. Because over the years, I once read a book on how to improve your memory by some bloke that I can't remember who wrote it, but he pointed out that during your life you form strong visual recollections and memories of people, and you can use those as memory aids. So I'd just like to share those strong visual reflections about everybody here. And I know that some people are desperate to leave, so Graham and Tricia, feel free to duck out whenever you like. And Chris, I know there's an important race on in about 20 minutes, so feel free to go and have a look at that as well.
Thanks, Ray.
But I'd start. So what I've done is turned off the water feature so that you don't have to go to the toilet. Thanks to the old gentleman such a stand sitting down the other end. But Jill, we bought a new car from a bloke who was born on the same day as myself, and there's a message in that: never buy a car off a bloke that's born on the same day. We drove it over, telling Jill this, and she says, "Oh right." She just goes over and picks it up. It was actually a manual one. Gail, who is good for grass. That's all I can say about Gail. Ross Pogue, a duck shooter. Most people whose names are Ross. Sorry, Ross Gaines.
They all look the same at your age,
That's the memory book. All Rosses are the same. They go out and shoot ducks. There's another one over there. There's another one back home. Chris McPherson. Well, I think I've got Chris interested in horses. He's got a good one at the moment. And I must admit I'm a bit shitty because I got on with the same trainer quite some time before Chris. The horse that we got, which was called Fair Vanity or Vanity Fair, was this. We went to have a see it at the at the stable. we went to have a see it at the stables, and we're walking past all these horses that had their ears pricked up and they were sort of frothing at the mouth, and we came down to the end stall, and there's this docile horse, about 10 hands high, just sort of licking the flowers. Needless to say, it's in some tinted chum at the moment, I think. My recollection and my visual impression of David Farron is sitting in the Kevington Hotel with a hat on, a smoke in his hand, a beer in the other hand, chatting to the local bikies. That's David Farron. Philip Hugh Pierce, I have to be English with a name like that.
Be naturalised, mate.
And you're looking at a man now that's transformed. I mean, for the first 30 years of his life, he was duffel-coated, long-haired, smoking, drinking, and not a very healthy human being. But Hugh, under our tutorage, he's picked himself up. His lovely wife Kate, I feel that Kate actually got me through medicine.
She spent a little bit of time on this.
She went to the lectures.
The reason I feel she was in the same group as I was, and after a particularly nasty...
It's a while before he gets to you, David. You can start
After a particularly nasty grueling... I mean, there's 10 minutes. Mr. Hines, most medical students have islands of ignorance in a sea of knowledge. You, sir, have islands of knowledge in a sea of ignorance. And Kate seemed to take that on board, and when I'd sort of sort of be a smart ass, which occasionally I would, she'd look at me and say, "Don't be stupid, Tony." And so I pulled my finger out. Mr. Brad Evans, my brother, he gets me into trouble. Brad's best remembered for his dive on Karen at her 50th, where he launched himself. Whatever you do, don't have a drink with Brad because you'll end up in trouble. And the face masks, fantastic stuff. Family then, and then I have Belinda, who probably knows me better than anybody here. Thursday morning for hours and hours while we sort of stitch people up. Peter Gates, and I'd have to include Rosie, Harry. Over the years, Harry and I have shared a lot of events. For those that don't know, Harry's got a house up at Mission Beach, and when Harry goes up there, he goes a bit troppo. He goes so troppo that the last time we were in a boat together, he's blown up the four-wheel drive that he's had, so he's got to get somebody to help him get the boat out. So he tells Frankie that he'll meet them at the pier. So Harry and I are out in the boat for hours. Harry's like, "She should be here by then." We worked out that all of a sudden he realised, hang on, we're probably at the wrong place. The other place, as the crow flew, was 2 k's away, but as the boat went, was 40 k's away. We're stuck out in the boat, no shoes, no phones, no money, and good old Harry driving up and down, waiting for Frank to pick us up. Certainly Frank is a very smart cookie, worked out. I mean, she knows Harry when he goes away, so she worked out we were probably in the wrong place. Bruce Turnbull, who I met probably many years ago up in Ballarat. Bruce questioned Bruce's staying ability because every Christmas day we'd go up to the Sloss house, and as you know, Bruce is married to a Sloss.
How
do you pronounce it?
And come 4 o'clock Christmas Day, Bruce is in bed.
Was he?
I don't think he's improving. We've got a half an hour. Christine Parsons, who went swimming once the year, last year or so, they normally go for a swim down the beach. She went swimming one day. The reason was Steve Brax was swimming with her. My faithful, I almost asked her out. Until I found out that little shit over there had gone Jono, who's I guess best remembered for his party, his 50th, which was quite a few years ago now. Turned the bus around to pick her up when we left her behind at the McGann. There's a bit of a party boy